And we're back to our daily segment of Michelle Obama's terrible, terrible life. Boo effing who. She went on a podcast called Diary of a CEO. It's kind of rings a bell like a founder kind of situation. And once again, wants you to know how awful it is to be married with.
Ever wondered what it feels like to be verbally steamrolled on national TV with a frozen smile still stuck to your face? Just ask Sunny Hostin. Greg Gutfeld and Bill Maher teamed up and delivered a takedown so brutal even her co-hosts winced. Gutfeld fired off sarcasm like a caffeine-charged cannon, while Maher brought the smug logic of a man allergic to nonsense. Sunny was left blinking like her Wi-Fi cut out mid-rant. What triggered the chaos? It was gloriously messy.
Michelle Obama slammed for whining about costs in the White House. Okay? I don't know if you guys have seen this or not. This is her speaking with, is this the diaries of a CEO, right? So, Rob, if you can play this clip, this is her talking about how expensive it was to live in the White House.
Imagine waking up every morning and choosing to be the human version of a LinkedIn humble brag mixed with a Facebook mom group moderator. That is Sunny Hostin, a walking masterclass in how to wield elitism like a participation trophy and still expect applause. She does not just bring opinions to the table, she drags in an antique buffet of unsolicited moral superiority topped with "I googled this 5 minutes ago, so now I am an expert."
Just many natural reasons why marriage, infertility, trying to have kids makes things difficult. It's like I try to tell couples, of course it's hard. Guess what happens when it all works out right? You know what you end up with? Babies. Little people with their own sense of everything. They mess you up. You love them dearly, but they're a hassle.
What? I mean, there's something wrong with this person. Like, she's seriously depressed. She has the most negative, dark outlook on life I've ever heard from a...
Enter Greg Gutfeld and Bill Maher, two men who could not be more ideologically different yet found common ground in the strange safari of Sunny Hostin's logic. One is a chaos goblin from Fox News with the grin of a raccoon in a dumpster, the other an HBO curmudgeon who chains sarcasm and disillusionment like it is his morning workout. Nothing unites like a shared enemy of rational thought.
It's expensive to live in the White House,
Yeah.
as many people don't know. I mean, much is not covered. You're paying for every bit of food that you eat. You're not paying for housing and the staff in it, but everything, even travel. If you're not traveling with the president, if your kids are coming on a Bright Star, which is the First Lady's plane, we had to pay for their travel to be on.
Sunny has turned bullet point speeches into an art form, each line sounding like it was lifted from a college thesis on oppression but delivered with the flair of a PTA president running for vice principal. She does not debate, she declares with the passion of someone who believes in facts only when they support her feelings. Ask her about inflation and she will cite a brunch story involving oat milk and systemic injustice in the yogurt aisle.
You know, what are you thinking when you're giving this message? Like, what are you thinking in your mind? Because let's do data. Rob, can you type in Obama's net worth in 2007? What was Obama in 2007? 1.2 million, 1.3 million. Okay. So their net worth is, let's write this down. This is pre-White House. Their collective net worth was 1.3 million. Can you go to where their net worth was in 2016 when they're done being presidents? Okay. 2016. So their net worth, as expensive as it was, they went from being 1.3 million to 12.2 million. So that's 10xing your net worth in 8 years.
Gutfeld had a field day. He did not even need to try. Watching Sunny analyze current events is like watching someone read Shakespeare through a kaleidoscope. Every opinion is filtered through personal grievance and the scent of someone who read half a headline and called it research. Gutfeld leaned in, raised an eyebrow, and let the contradictions collapse under their own weight.
Negative, dark outlook on life I've ever heard from a public figure. Certainly one who's been given so much. Okay, her window into motherhood and having a child, the first thing she says, they mess you up. They mess you up. Maybe that's what happened to her. Maybe she was totally delightful before the two daughters came along. I don't know. She clearly is not enjoying motherhood and enjoying being in a marriage. Even less. It's not you if things get hard. It's all hard. It's all hard. This is so
And Maher, you know it is bad when the guy who rants at clouds is more coherent than your hot takes. Maher did not roast Sunny, he disassembled her like an angry IKEA customer taking apart furniture out of spite. He thrives in discomfort, and Sunny delivered it like express shipping. At one point she suggested nuanced conversation was a form of privilege. That is like saying rain is classist because some people own umbrellas. It was a take so backward it should have been moonwalking. Maher and Gutfeld just stared, probably wondering how someone with a law degree could weaponize victimhood like a LinkedIn skill badge.